Yeah, sure.
I want to thank you for everyone being here today. I'm Jan Jones. I'm the Speaker Pro Tem in the Georgia House. And we are excited today to officially, put the ribbon cutting on a nursing station, the first real dedicated nursing station in the history of the Capitol after 130 years of the Capitol being here. It was an initiative of the House and the Senate, and it will be available for use by staff and visitors, those who work here at the Capitol in different arenas. And we have had temporary spaces in the past, both here and over in the other office building, but this is our first actually dedicated space. And we're also excited that the governor is constructing and finishing out a permanent space here in the Capitol. And so we'll be able to determine what the demand is, and if there's sufficient demand, then we'll leave this nursing pod here to accompany and to complement what the governor is putting in place. But if there is not sufficient demand, we can move it over to the office buildings across the street. I just open this up to you, to the majority leader, the Senate Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. It was important to us to have the mobile one here because we wanted the immediate, fill that immediate need. But it also, as the numbers change and the necessity changes, be able to shift it to where it would be best used. So, like Jane said, we've had facilities here in the Capitol that have been more of a temporary need filler for a while now. But with the changes that we've seen in society when the Capitol was first built, I would venture to guess that there was not an anticipation for a huge need for this. So as life has changed, we have changed to keep up with those times.
All right. Thank you very much for all of you being here today. I know there have been several questions and several concerns over time regarding the lactation pod and the nursing station and its availability and actions. The best time to plant an oak tree or install a lactation pod was probably 40 years ago. The second best time would be today. And so we want to emphasize that we've acted on this and in good faith, and we'd love to have done it sooner, certainly. But we don't always make the best decision at the very best time, but we're trying to make the right decision at the right time. And that's what's really important there. Any questions? But we'd also like to make sure that we get some film of the pod itself and demonstrate it. Emma.
So how's it going to work? Do you have to sign up? Do you have to...
There's a phone number that you dial, and when you dial the phone number, you'll have a code, and the code will access the pod.
And you lock it from the inside?
Yes, lock it from the inside. Yeah.
And it's free?
Free.
No charge.
Yes.
Where's the funding for it come from?
There was a funding this past year in our legislative session, and then we worked with the manufacturer to make sure that we got the very best opportunity for the taxpayers of Georgia.
Goes in the budget.
And I want to add, I meant to mention, as a mother of four, I remember being a working mother, and there's such a need for a private sanitary place to facilitate what we all know is a healthy way to feed your children. And with young staff members and those who lobby at the Capitol, and so many visitors who come to advocate or just participate in the democratic process, it really is important to put something behind what we know, and the medical community certainly emphasize is an important way for mothers to stay connected to their children.
If there are no further questions, we'll let you guys get a visit with the pod itself and familiarize yourself.
Do we have a code?
Do we need to download it?
Man, that's a relief. Dan, I think you need this. So, you know, like as President Pro Tem Jones mentioned earlier, a private, sanitary, comfortable place for mother and child to be when they're here at the Capitol. And I think there was a question earlier regarding another pod or private area that's being constructed. And I think President Pro Tem Jones brought up a great point as well. We can gauge the need, engage the demand, and we also have the CLOB across the street that currently doesn't have a lactation pod, so we can certainly move this one over there if need be. Any further questions? Thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Speaker Jones, anything?
No, just thank you, and you know, we want to do what we can to support women and to support good health. Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Have a great day.
Thank